We are looking at a level on gold. I talked about it last week in the game plan on Friday. I said, guys, be ready for a pullback in gold. Gold, again, is at a level where you have to anticipate a little pullback. Now, you know I'm the biggest gold mid to long-term bull out there. I'm a huge fan. I think it's continuing to go higher. But remember, that doesn't mean you can't be a bear in the near term. And I think this is something that many investors don't understand, but I hope more of you do. A lot of you guys that are watching do. It's that just because you're bullish doesn't mean you have to be a perma bull in all time frames, right? You can say, oh, it's a little bit overbought. You can admit that. You can be like, listen, I'm long gold, and I have a big gold position. I do. It doesn't mean I have to be like, no, gold is going up. I don't care what anyone else says. It's never coming down. Like, no, dude, be realistic, right? Be realistic and look at the chart. That's why the charts are here. Pivot high to pivot high, so you just get a pullback. You don't have to make $1 million overnight. People are so greedy like that. Like, let your position play out. If your long-term thesis is intact, who cares about the short-term movement? I'm a short-term trader for the most part, but I do have long-term positions in gold. Again, small pullback so far today. This would be your max drawdown, back to your trend line, scene of the crime. We know that term, scene of the crime, and then potentially the next leg can start. Now, it doesn't have to pull back here. It could go like this and then break up. But the point is, you're overbought into resistance. Let it consolidate. It's stronger. The worst charts in the world are ones that don't pull back and they go straight up. Those are the charts that collapse back down. The best charts are stair steps like this. This is the best, strongest chart out there because what it's doing is it's consolidating and digesting and building strength for the next move. Building strength, next move. Building strength, next move, etc. Those are the charts that will be in the longest bull market that you want. Those are the most consistent bull markets. All right, those crazy vertical moves that come crashing down because people end up honestly holding the bag. They buy at the highs and you see what happens as we come down. Let's talk some cryptocurrency. So crypto, we saw a beautiful move up. Now remember, this is the beauty of it. And by the way, I'm riding a long in Bitcoin with members of Verified Investing Crypto at verifiedinvesting.com, and we are in the money nicely. I do, however, happen to think that this is going to be huge. This area right in here, pivot point here, also this pivot point, those two pivots coexist with this area. So once you're above 31,000, let's say we touch, in fact, I think in the overnight we might have even kissed 31,000, you have to start to get a little bit more careful on Bitcoin. All right, now could it break through this high? It certainly could, but as a technician, you need to respect this. All right, doesn't mean it can't break above it, but you need to respect it. And that's the key, guys. So watch this. Bitcoin, again, beautiful move to the upside. We've seen some amazing moves in the altcoin market.
Bitcoin's recent 3% price surge brings it close to 2023 highs, but strong resistance lies ahead around $32,000. Traders tread cautiously amid uncertainty over breaking this level. Concerns revolve around the potential impact of macroeconomic data and geopolitical events on market stability. Bitcoin's trend this week remains unpredictable, a bull's aim for a breakthrough to change its multi-month trading range. Some traders doubt the sustainability of Bitcoin's recent highs, and RSI indicators suggest a price correction unless it closes above $31,560. The absence of new market entrants is also an area of concern, altering the market's behavior. Coinbase's chief legal officer, Paul Brewall, is optimistic about the approval of their U.S. Bitcoin spot ETF by the SEC. Bloomberg analysts estimate a 90% approval chance, supported by the SEC's favorable stance on Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust conversion to an ETF. Industry giants like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Invesco's involvement adds credibility to the approval process. Bitcoin is approaching the $31,000 mark with a 2.4% gain in the last 24 hours. This level is both a psychological milestone and a technical resistance point. Excitement around a potential SEC-approved Bitcoin ETF is boosting market sentiment, with major players like BlackRock actively pursuing ETFs. Bitcoin's steady ascent is also impacting forked coins, indicating growing enthusiasm. Experts predict a possible spot Bitcoin ETF approval in late 2023 or early 2024, potentially driving Bitcoin's price to $42,000. $56,000. Let's continue our enlightening discussion with Gareth Soloway.
Take a look at the 10-year yield. This continues to be the most important chart in the markets. Now, what we saw in the overnight is the 10-year yield spiking up and going through the $5 level. Take a look at that, right? Piercing the 5% level right there, and it actually has started to reverse. Now, remember, last week I told you, $5 as an even number is a level you want to watch. For me, it's a pivotal level that if we start to see the market on yields go above it significantly, you will have something break in the system. If we can stay below and pull back, maybe, just maybe, we can avoid some catastrophic crisis in the credit markets. I don't know if we can, but we'll see if we can. So far, we've pierced 5% and we're getting pushed back down. We did see TLT initially dip pre-market. It's now coming back and almost back to the green side. So watch this 5% level. Now remember, we had a former level over here that was a topping tail. Remember when that got negated right here, and then the next level got hit. Markets and technical analysis is a stepping stone. Here's your level. If it breaks, here's your next level. Ultimately, you play the probabilities at each level, but you also need to know when the level is negated. All right, so right now, 5% is your key level. If we flip over to the weekly chart and zoom out, where do we go if we break 5%? And again, these are the levels, guys. That's all there is to it. The level says that if we break 5%, we confirm above 5%. If that happens, it hasn't happened yet, we head up to this key level right here, which is this pivot top right in here. Bear with me right there. So right here and right here and right here and right here. That level gives us 5.27%. We can say 5.3%, but that would be your next level. Now, again, if we head there, I think something breaks in the system and we could have a major credit crisis. The market, to me, the banking system, everything is teetering, literally borderline breaking down based on where yields are. I want to show you guys something here. I want to show you an article I came across over the weekend. This one, I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but basically what it says here, more people are missing car payments in another ominous sign for the economy. Now, what this article goes on to say here, if I bring that back up and we scroll down, is that you're now at levels. The rate hit 6.11% in September, the highest level of defaults on car loans since, get this, 1994. So we're not, like, this is what's crazy, folks. We're not even at a level where we're like, oh, we're getting back to 2008, 2009 levels. We're seeing numbers you have not seen since basically 30 years ago. And that's very concerning. Yes, the jobs numbers have been strong. Jobless claims have been strong. But the underlying belly of the economy is weakening.
Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki expects the price of Bitcoin to reach $135,000. He also foresees substantial growth in the price of gold, reaching $3,700 in the near future. In contrast, the renowned author has warned that savers of US dollars, which he calls fake money, will be in trouble. This weekend, Bitcoin enthusiasts discussed the latest update to BitcoinTreasuries.net, which offers a new visual of the various companies, countries, and funds with Bitcoin on their balance sheets. The site indicates that MicroStrategy owns 158,245 BTC, while Block.one, the company behind the development of the EOS network, reportedly holds 164,000 BTC. That wraps up today's crypto news highlights. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and analysis from the world of cryptocurrencies. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content.